Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to one more time introduce the Superintendent of the Marine Military Academy, Colonel Robert Glenn Hill, United States Marine Corps retiree.
Are you excited today?
Yes.
Hold on a second, I'll get back to you. First of all, to all of the parents and family members and friends that are here, welcome. I'm really happy that you're here today. I want to tell you that your cadets have done a phenomenal job, and you should be very, very proud of it. In administrative note, when we get to the part where they're going to come across the stage and get their diploma, please feel free to come down in this area so that you can take pictures. I would just ask you to remember that there's other people sitting over here. Don't block their view. But please come down and get the pictures. All right, for you folks, you know, we share a lot in common. You know that? You know, 24 years ago, if somebody had told me that I was going to go to work at the Marine Military Academy and spend 23 years there, I'd have told them they were crazy. There was no way that was going to happen. I'm sure that, well, in most of your cases, 5 years ago, in one of your cases, 6 years ago, if somebody had told you you're going to go to the Marine Military Academy and one day graduate from there, you'd probably say you're crazy. That ain't going to happen. But here you are today. Here I am today. This is both an ending and a beginning. For me, this is the last time I will stand on the stage as Superintendent of the Marine Military Academy. For you, this is the last time you will cross the stage as a cadet at the Marine Military Academy. I want to tell you, I'm very proud of you. You will all do well. Now, you're not really escaping. You think you're getting away from Sergeant Major Kinsley. Sergeant Major Kinsley, as most of you know, is moving from being the Commandant of Cadets to being in charge of all of our alumni, which the minute you walk down those steps, you are. So you're still in his grasp. He's going to be reaching out to you. I am so excited about the future of the school because I look at you and you are the future of the school. I always tell alumni, you are both our past and our future. And you will go forward and by your example, let people know what an MMA cadet is and the type of young men, the type of men that the Academy produces. I'm excited about the Academy in the future because of Colonel Dowling and Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Dowling. When we walk across this stage, we will be the Superintendent of the Marine Military Academy, and Lieutenant Colonel Dowling will be the First Lady. We're already way in the back, will be the First Lady. And I already see great strides and improvements in the Academy for the two of them. I want you to remember what you learned. Not just the reading, writing, arithmetic. It is the things that you learned about leadership and teamwork and character. It is all of those things. And if you stay true to your core values of honor, courage, and commitment, you will always be successful. You will always be on the right track. To me, to you, fair winds and college students, welcome.
Colonel Hill, if you would introduce our salutatorian.
It is my great honor to introduce the salutatorian of the Marine Military Academy. He's a four-year cadet. He comes to us from Fort Lee, New Jersey. He lettered in football and basketball. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Vice President of the National Honor Society, Treasurer of the Legal Club, and a member of the Cultural Awareness Club. He is graduating with a 167 quality points and a 3.88 grade point average. He is going to go to the University of Texas in Austin, and one day we'll see him out here as a mechanical engineer. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome and introduce the Marine Military Academy's 2019 salutatorian, Cadet Lieutenant Richard Hall.
First, I'd like to thank Colonel Hill for inviting me to the stage to say some words of wisdom. Second, I'd like to give my thanks to my family and all the faculty and staff. I know my accomplishments would have only been potential goals if my mother and father had not pushed me so hard into reaching them. I would also like to thank my sister for being a great role model for me, making me want to do even better than her. I also like to thank First Sergeant Hernandez for always keeping an eye on me and never giving up, even during the hard times. Lastly, to all the rest of the faculty and staff, thank you for providing us with a learning environment that is no match for any other prestigious school, for giving us as students the desire to learn and do work, for never going easy on us, even if we beg you to, for giving us any life skill, advice, or ears for any problems we have, whether it be in the barracks or at home. Now that my thanks are given, I'd like to show all of you this. Some of you may know what this is, but for those of you who don't, this is a Rubik's Cube. There are approximately 43 quintillion possible combinations to this simple puzzle. That's more than the world's population 1,000 times over. With every move you make, around 2 quintillion combinations are destroyed while trying to solve it. Life is like a puzzle. We are all given options that we need to choose from and choices we need to make. Each wrong decision, wrong turn, wrong move opens more and more ways to reach your goals. Think about it. You're on your way to graduate, and you miss or fail the key test that you need to get the last credit to do so. You just destroyed one path in reaching your goal. But you just created other possibilities. You could go to summer school, repeat the semester, etc. You will do what it takes to reach your end goal. In my first semester of my junior year, one of my midterm exams was to write an essay. I procrastinated greatly while writing it, so I turned it in late. Not to mention, it was so off topic that my teacher was unable to grade it. I ended up with a 0 on that exam, and even though I finished both the first and second quarters with A's in the class, I finished the semester with a D. I was distraught. My parents were furious with me, and I was just looking for excuses, trying to blame someone else, thinking it wasn't my fault. Learning from this mistake opened up more opportunities for me to do better in school. Although there is a bad grade on my transcript, I don't believe that it was one of the worst mistakes in my life. My parents might. I was able to learn from that and become a better student later on. Not only did I become a better student, but the camaraderie and brotherhood was here at MMA is what gave me character. Without the experience I've had here, without the experiences I've had here, where I couldn't get anywhere else, I would feel less prepared for the future than right now. Because of this place, I've learned how to lead and guide others onto the right path. It also gave me the ability to follow, because that skill is just as important as leading. Even if I didn't like doing that as much, I still tried to the best of my ability because I know ultimately it will lead me to success in the future. I know that everyone here has faced problems similar to mine, but those have shaped us into better versions of ourselves, even if we can't see it. Similar to a Rubik's Cube, solving problems always seems difficult, hence why they are called problems. But through those problems, we learn to be better the next time. And just like the attitude you need to solve a Rubik's Cube, commitment is detrimental to get to the finish line. The devotion that I put into this school through my 4 years not only made me a better student and person, but it gave me a true sense of value in life. With those values, I don't believe anything will stop me from reaching for my goals. Our personal values are a key role in life, and that's what separates you from the sheep following the masses to the wolf leading the pack. And that's what separates the graduates from the Marine Military Academy to all of the other schools in the nation. When you take everything you have learned from the school, from experience to knowledge, you'll find the algorithms you need to solve the puzzle of Rubik's Cube. And in solving that, you become tomorrow's forest leaders.
It is now my honor and privilege to introduce Marine Military Academy valedictorian. He comes to us from Fairbanks, Alaska. He is a 4-year cadet. He lettered in football, the rifle team, and swimming. He is president of the National Honor Society, president of the Leo Club, and the treasurer of the Interact Club. He has graduated with a 168 quality points and a 3.82 grade point average. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marine Military Academy's 2019 valedictorian, Cadet Colonel
Before I start, I want to thank Colonel Hill, Sergeant Major Kinsley, Master Sergeant Krause, and all the teachers who helped me throughout this year. Most importantly, my drill instructor, First Sergeant Hernandez, who helped me through all my ups and downs and taught me how to lead. Seniors, class of 2019. When you first came to MMA, you left everything you already know. Your family, your friends, your routine, and much more. We all came from different walks of life. Many of us didn't even speak English, and even more of us didn't want to be here. This doesn't exclude me. On my way here, I was excited and motivated. But once I arrived at summer camp, everything changed. I felt that I had bitten off more than I could chew. At first, I felt lost as my CIs taught me all kinds of foreign concepts, such as folding my own laundry or cleaning my own bathroom. I was frustrated as we drilled in the hot Texas sun for hours at a time on the grinder. I was confused as to why getting a cup of water was yelling, "Sir, permission to get more water, sir!" 1 month later, I learned that this was because I didn't know how to be a cadet yet. As plebes or summer campers, we were given no privileges, no personal time, and not nearly enough toilet paper. However, we all know the truth. Summer campers have a much harder time adapting to this ecosystem. Over time, we evolved from nasty trainees into fresh cadets, and for several of us, into the finest leaders this academy has seen. Being at MMA was an experience filled with laughs, drama, and frustration. It gave us many things. It gave us necessary time management and leadership skills. It gave us pride and self-confidence. It gave us an irrational fear of the sound of keys. Most importantly, it gave us an unbreakable bond among ourselves. It gave us a dedication to a cause bigger than our own self-interest. It gave us an even larger family. Many of us gained reputation among our fellow cadets that only we can understand, such as the second strongest man in the battalion, or the celebrity star, or the greatest athlete in the world, and MMA's very own grand old man. And when we leave here today, for the last time as a cadet, we leave here as men, one cut above the rest. Regarding high school itself, we can all remember being a freshman, looking at all the seniors with a mix of admiration, jealousy, and intimidation. The thought of someday being among them and viewed the same way by underclassmen was unfathomable. To me and to my peers, we still had an unclimbable mountain before us, and this mountain was known as high school. As an 8th grader, we were the leaders of our clique. We ruled the hallways and were viewed by everyone below us as gods. However, that feeling was short-lived as we became freshmen in high school. We all shared this feeling of reincarnation back into infancy. Finishing freshman year and starting our sophomore years felt both satisfying yet still daunting. We were 1 year closer to the end, yet not even halfway there. Beginning our junior year and being considered upperclassmen filled us with mixed emotions of being close to the finish, but certainly not there. And finally, senior year arrived. We faced this year with excitement and a slight feeling of superiority. At first, we felt that this year would never end, but we took it one day at a time. And now we're here. Our entire lives have built up to this moment. Now is our time. Our childhood is over. The decisions we make from here on will be our own. And I'm proud to have been a part of all your lives. Not all of us started together, but we're all finishing together. And to add on one more thing, I want to thank Dr. Jordan for being here for the past 2 years with my physics teacher. We're finally able to retire and relax. Thank you, sir.
It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker. He comes to us from Southern California. He is one of our own. He was a 4-year cadet. He was a member of the National Honor Society. He lettered in soccer. He was a member of the PEPA. He was on the battalion staff. When he graduated, he was a cadet first lieutenant. I went to the yearbook, 2006 yearbook, and I wanted to see a picture of him, and I wanted to see what he said, what was his goal. And it said that he was going to go to college and he was going to be a Marine pilot. The point is, you know, we all start off and want to go a direction, and some of us like keeps us on that path. And for some of us, life opens other doors, and we have to be open to taking those chances and following those doors. He graduated from here. He went to Auburn and then Chapman Universities and got a degree in history. And after receiving his degree, he went to Washington, D.C. to work on a presidential transition team. He then went to Veterans Affairs and worked there, and he meant the love of his life. He happened to go back to California, I guess on vacation. And while he was there, he went to the Hoover Institute, library and archives. And there he developed a passion for archival studies. Quit his job, went back to college, got a master's degree in archival studies, and has since then has worked at the Hoover Institute, Library and Archives, the Wynn Museum of Cold-War Studies, and is currently employed in the Warner Brothers Archives. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2019 commencement speaker, Mr. Jason.
Thank you, Colonel Hill, for the lovely introduction. I couldn't have done it better myself. Thank you, all the friends and family, for being here to watch these guys go through such a momentous occasion. And thank you to all the MMA staff and teachers. Thank you guys for letting me show up to campus with a beard and long hair. I know I don't get a haircut anymore, but I was never one to shy away, trying my hardest to not get lost by Joe. But guys, I know what it's like to be in your shoes. Literally, I'm wearing the exact same shoes that I had on when I was graduating here. So the sheer excitement that you guys are feeling right now, I know it's incredible. You guys are about to start a whole new chapter in your life. And there's a lot swirling around in your minds, besides just wanting to get the hell out of here. There are many of you who know exactly what you want to do, and there are many of you who have no idea. Don't worry, if you don't have any idea, it doesn't matter right now. I had no idea what I wanted to do until my mid-20s, until I went on that trip back to California and went through an archive and realized, wow, I want to do this. But don't pressure yourselves to fit into what others want you to be. You and you alone must make that choice. It's a part of becoming an adult to go through that process. And it happens at different times for different people. So don't stress out when you see somebody who has their entire future planned out. Take the time to explore what avenues you can walk down. And for when you don't know something, just ask. Now, I've heard the saying, men don't ask for directions. I think that's stupid. A stupid question is better than a stupid mistake. You'll get to college, or wherever you end up, and you'll sit in a class, and nobody wants to ask a question because they're afraid to look stupid. But let me tell you something. The smart people become smart by asking all the questions. So ask away, because the worst that can happen is that somebody says no. And there are many people around you who want to help you. Use them. Your parents, teachers, mentors, coaches. You might not believe it now, or it might take you 10 years to realize there is a wealth of experience around you. Mark Twain once said, "When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant, I could hardly stand to have the old man around. And when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years." So while society might change, cultures change, experiences transcend generations. Use the knowledge and experience of your elders to your advantage. And I'm sorry, parents, for calling you elders. The next point is, do what makes you happy. I know it sounds silly, but there's a lot to that. But happiness isn't easy. You have to work hard to get there. Find what gets you there. So once you reach that point in your life where you're truly happy, it's the most satisfying feeling in the world. And find happiness wherever you can. Because when you have a crap job, which you inevitably will have, you have to find some joy in it. Whether it's working to the break, working for the weekend, or working to prove somebody else wrong. But the ultimate way to find happiness is within yourselves. You are the ones that have to make it happen. Nobody owes you happiness. You have to reach within to find it. And just remember, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Don't let anger and fear get in the way of your happiness. Getting angry is for the lazy. Don't be that guy who finds a flaw in everything and is always angry. Nobody wants to be around that guy who's a jerk just to be one. Don't let fear rule your life. So much of what is said to us makes us fearful of the unknown in the future. But if you fear tomorrow, focus on today. All we can do is live in the moment and prepare for what tomorrow brings us. Don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. It's all part of life experience. The experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. Take those mistakes and learn from them. The moment of learning can happen at any time. For me, it was my first semester of college. I left here and went to Auburn University and had the time of my life. I went to some of the best football games ever. I joined a fraternity. I made loads of friends. But I got a 0.3 GPA that semester. Now, I upset a lot of people with that, including my mother. But, you have to learn from that. And what I took, I ran. I ran and ran until I couldn't run anymore. And I got myself my bachelor's degree. I got a job in Washington, D.C. And now I'm sitting here in front of you with a master's degree, working exactly where I wanted to work. So just remember, we're all human. We all make mistakes. Don't hold that against yourself. Now you're going to go out in the world and people are going to tell you, how are you going to make a difference? When we hear that, we think that means we must change the entire world. And that can feel overwhelming. Instead, think locally. There's so much around you, in whatever communities you are in or end up in, where you can make an impact. But to make those changes, we must first work on ourselves. Take the time to understand what makes you tick and smile. And once you work on yourself, look to your home, to your street, your neighborhood, your city, your country. Make a difference in the communities you participate in. Community is something I see rapidly disappearing. Don't let differences get in the way of creating something bigger than yourselves. This country is all about taking the best from everybody, bringing them together to create the best place to live. Continue that tradition despite what others tell you. If we can't rely on each other in the good times, how do we know we will be there for each other in the bad? Now, for my closing thoughts, I want to leave you with some nuggets of truth I have picked up since leaving MMA. Clearly, I've become a wise old man who strokes his beard every night, contemplating deep thoughts. So you're going to want to write these down. Don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. Stay focused on the task at hand. Clean as you cook. It's so much better than having to wait afterwards when you're in a nice food coma. If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it immediately. But when you're feeling overwhelmed or procrastinating, you get a nice sense of accomplishment and you can work from there. Faking confidence to be more confident. But tread lightly on this one. Just remember, there is a difference between being confident and being a jerk. Confidence is trusting that you are as good as everyone else. Being a jerk is believing you are better than everyone. If you have to give a presentation in class, go first. If you're good, all others will be judged by it. If it's bad, the professor will probably have forgotten it by the time he reaches everybody else. Practice gratitude. Grateful people are happy people. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Don't just be a boss, be a leader. A boss is someone you obey because you have to. A leader is someone whose direction you take because you believe in them. Putting cold water on freshly shaved skin will make it so you don't get ingrown hairs. Of course, it's been a while since I've had to deal with that, so take that one as well. Directly express your needs instead of hinting at them. Talk things out. That's how you make relationships work. A cluttered desk will result in a cluttered mind. Just clean up your stuff. It takes 5 minutes, and it does wonders. Fight until there is no more fight left. Don't give up. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on the future. Don't give up on yourselves and on humanity. Develop a healthy sense of skepticism. Learn to question things you see and hear, not just to be contrarian, but so you can learn that there is always more than meets the eye. Now, in regards to electronics, when in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on. I know this next one will sound like a public service announcement, but use your blinkers when changing lanes or turning. I don't know if I seriously have to explain that one to you guys. To add on to that, don't text and drive. Seriously, don't. Don't let your parents do it, your family do it, your friends do it. It's better to lose a second of your life than lose your life in a second. Now on to my final 2 points, which I feel are very pertinent in today's world. Take the time to travel. Use the time you have now to go out and see what's out there. Take that summer course abroad. It will add perspective to your life. Everybody has a different story. You won't know what someone is going through until you hear that story. Traveling will get you to understand that gaining a different perspective on life will lead you to success. And just to add another quote from Mark Twain, because I love the guy. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's life. And to close this off, I have a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Treat everyone with respect, and you will find yourself making it through life with people who want to see you succeed and help you get there. So thank you again to Colonel Hill, to the Academy, teachers and staff and family and friends for being here for such a momentous occasion. And congratulations to the Corps of Cadets for making it this far. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Superintendent of the school, I certify that all requirements have been met for the diplomas that are issued here today. Once again, it's my pleasure to introduce the Marine Military Academy graduating class of 2019.
Trevor Roberts, valedictorian. Gentlemen, please be seated, except for the first row. Richard Pop, valedictorian. Kalfan Alramafi. Ruben Aviano. Jorge Aubrey Bontones. Dalen Ayers Briseño.
John Borshek II.
John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Borshek II. John Tanner Bonman. Max Bush. Joshua Curry. Cameron Daniel. Oluwalu Moshe Debo. Abdoulaye Diallo. Victor Flores Fernandez. Alejandro Fonseca. Diego García Hernández. Spencer Gobert. Ethan Gordon. Nicholas Hartman. Yi Long Hong. Brendan Joswiak. Daniel Katangian. On Lay. Leo. Jeezy Lowe. Roberto Lozano Ramírez. Santiago Martínez Alfaro. Cole McKim. Derek Mohos. Sabine Mogiano. Bricio Navarro González. Zane Nichols. Victor Olawale Apanpa. Eric Olson. Hunter Omo Osage. Dokon Pettit. Benjamin Reddy. Alan Saeed Maksisek. Alejandro Salazar Mar. Alejandro Sánchez Guzmán. Strive. Jacob Thompson. Silas Torres. Vaughn Sheep. Postgraduates, Daniel Benz. Thornton Christine.
Finally made it. The seniors. All right, seniors on 3. 1, 2, 3.